Today on Prickless, I'm excited to introduce to you with a happy face the exclusive influencer add-on of the new Dragonstone Shrine set from Ninjago. When the first images of the new Dragonstone Shrine set started circulating on the internet, I was immediately impressed. However, when I saw the price, my enthusiasm went instantly. But jokes aside, I find the 71819 set very well done and became aware of the so-called influencer baseplate add-on of the set through Thiago Catarino's review. This was delivered in an exclusive influencer box to certain members of the LEGO community and included, in addition to the 71819, 3 mysterious scrolls, beautifully designed artworks and of course the new baseplate. The baseplate enhances the already beautiful display set with an idyllically decorated scenery and a lot of nice details that I will delve into later in the video. The instructions and part lists for building the baseplate were originally uploaded to Rebrickable by a creator named Bricktum, but then removed from Rebrickable at LEGO's request. I want to show you how you can still recreate the exclusive influencer base without worrying about LEGO catching on. You can obtain the instructions and parts list for the baseplate for free via a link from Bricktum, but feel free to support with a donation as well. The baseplate consists of a total of 689 pieces and should cost you around $60 depending on how many pieces you already have in your own collection. I will link Bricktum's channel and the link for the reconstruction in the video description. Now let's start with the assembly of the plate in the speed build. First, we lay out clay tiles in an interesting shape in the middle of the plate to mark the ground for the future connection of the shrine. Then we start with the water parts, covering the floor with a total of 220 different water elements. The koi fish are especially beautiful. Next we build the frame of the pond, which consists of several black bricks and pieces. Once we have completed the framework of the frame, we turn our attention back to the inner part, where we attach some rock and plant elements. Then, in the upper right corner, we build a small hill on which water elements will be placed. Once the plate is adorned with all the rock and plant elements, we focus on the frame again. For this, we now use a lot of golden tiles to cover the open studs and create a clean look. Once we are done with that, we place some cherry blossom leaves and some white and pink water lilies in the middle. Next we attach the 3 stone platforms symbolizing the path to the shrine. Also this larger piece here with this bamboo fountain, which is attached to the right corner on the hill from the previous piece, is very nice. And also the next larger piece which goes into the other corner. The last corner is covered with an equally large and equally impressive module on which a small tree finds its place. Lastly, we built a miniature stone temple for each corner and thus complete the construction. Let's now continue directly with the overview after completion. Starting with the frame, it is rounded off with wonderful gold tiles to give the whole thing a more noble impression and to bring out the Asian flair through the mixture of different colors, such as the numerous flower petals scattered around the plate or the stone elements like these miniature temples found at the corners of the plate. In each of the 4 corners you will find a different highlight. For example, in one corner you will find this beautifully designed bamboo fountain from which a water fountain flows down into the rest of the pond from one side. The next corner may look less spectacular, but it also offers a nice feature which we'll come back to later. I especially like the corner which has been attached to the frame using beautiful building techniques and is adorned with a miniature cherry blossom tree, probably in bonsai format. The last corner is the smallest of the four and houses a small cherry blossom sapling. In the water of the pond, you can not only find the leaves of a cherry blossom tree, but also two different types of koi fish, which add to the overall atmosphere nicely. You must have wondered what this grey area here is for. Some of you can probably already guess. This is where the Dragonstone shrine will be attached. So let's quickly build it together now. The first platform is covered with transparent parts, featuring the special printed koi fish. Once we have covered the floor completely with water, we add larger stones and rocks around the outside. Then we attach the movable platform and connect it to the rest of the platform. The first play function of the set can now be operated. Moving on to the second platform. After covering it with water parts, we come to a nice little Easter egg. We hide this magical lamp under the set and bury it with bricks. Then we connect both platforms. Next we add some details such as these stone steps. Next we erect a column to support the foundation. Inside we place a small shelf with nice details, including some scrolls, a figure and a crystal. Of course, the exterior cladding is still missing, which will now be attached to the set in the next step. To give it a more natural look, we add some tree elements around the rocks. Particularly nice to see is this huge root-like tree trunk. We continue with the inner structure. Here, the first of the few stickers of the set comes into play. Inside we place two small tables with tea sets on. Then a large rock is placed on the outside, followed by the second and third stickers of the set. We simply hide the book in the newly constructed opening in the wall and close it. We then attach the large arm of the dragon to a ball joint on the rock wall. The last sticker finds its place inside the shrine on a wall. We now cover the open areas of the shrine with tree and stone elements and then add a super cool detail, namely this long water jet that is attached in the middle of the pond using hinges. We connect the noble head of the dragon, which spouts a water fountain with the previous water jet. Now only the cherry blossom tree is missing. Once we have attached all the blossoms and branches, the magnificent model is finished. How beautiful it looks, especially with all the minifigures added. Now comes the moment we've probably all been waiting for. Let's connect the shrine to the base plate. Now that we have connected the temple to the plate, I want to show you a few more details. For example, these three stone platforms lying above the water are really well done and symbolize a natural path to the shrine. As mentioned before, I want to show you another nice detail, namely this path that starts from the plate at the corner and leads all the way to the Dragonstone shrine, thus connecting both sets. Or even this nice detail here, where bubbles of water emerge from the impact on the surface as water flows from openings on both sides of the shrine, making the set seem even more made for each other. With the newly gained plate, you have even more space to play and display the figures, which is what I enjoy the most personally. So here stands the magnificent set with 1901 pieces. What do you think? Do you think the set feels complete without the base plate, or would you have liked the plate to be included with the set at this price point? I think it's great that thanks to creators like Bricktum, the plate is available for everyone to recreate, since LEGO obviously doesn't want non-influencers to build the plate, as seen by its removal from Rebrickable. As always, I look forward to your feedback in the form of a like and/or a subscription. See you next week with the next video. That's it for today on Brickless. Bye guys!
Ciao.